This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, the Jasper Strassenfest is officially underway. DuBois County Solid Waste District's Ag Recycling Day was a huge success. We talk with leadership DuBois County folks about foster packs for kids. And Kurt Guxel brings us up to date with sports. On WJTS Informed tonight, we talk with two German exchange students with the Jasper Pfaffenweiler Sister Cities program. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. Two people were found dead in a Paoli home yesterday afternoon. Around 1 o'clock yesterday, Paoli police were called to a mobile home in the 600 block of Southwest 1st Street in Paoli. Police say that two people were discovered in the home and appeared to be shot to death. Police believe this to be a case of murder-suicide. It's not clear who did the initial shooting. It has not been released what relationship the two victims had to each other. No one else was injured in the case. Police say an autopsy is scheduled for today. We will keep you updated as this story develops. DuBois County deputies need your help in finding a vehicle stolen Wednesday night. According to DuBois County Sheriff's Facebook page, the 1999 GMC one-ton dump truck was stolen from Main Street sometime Wednesday night. The sheriff's office says the vehicle has an Indiana license plate TK989NIG. Anyone with information is asked to call the DuBois County Dispatch Center at 812-482-9111, 482-9111. You can see a similar photo of the vehicle stolen by heading to our website, WJTS.tv. This year's Ag Recycling Day was a huge success. Farmers and land managers took advantage of the day to recycle their plastic pesticide jugs at the DuBois County Solid Waste District's annual Agriculture Recycling Day Wednesday morning. Over 1,900 plastic pesticide jugs, were recycled by 28 participants. Ag Day also offered waste oil recycling this year, which brought in 620 gallons of oil to be recycled. The DuBois County Solid Waste District wants to thank all the farmers and land managers for taking time to come and recycle. For more information about recycling and proper disposal in the county, head to DuBoisCountyRecycles.org or check out the district's Facebook page. The first step in the Mid-States Corridor project is officially underway. The Mid-States Corridor Regional Development Authority and NDOT started a Tier 1 environmental impact study. This is required by the National Environmental Policy Act for major construction projects with federal funding. This environmental impact study will include analyzing and comparing benefits, impacts, and costs of reasonable options to find the best corridor for the proposed facility, assessing the social, economic, and environmental impact of all corridors, along with looking at ways to avoid or minimize impacts. Also identifying the project's need and purpose and considering all possible options to meet these. This also includes improvements to the existing facilities and the construction of a new roadway facility. And analyzing a no-build alternative for a baseline when comparing. All this is expected to take a little over 2 years to complete with a record of decision in summer of 2021. This decision is the Federal Highway Administration's final approval of the preferred corridor. Public meetings are also an essential part of this process. 3 will be held around the area next week. For more information, go to our website, WJTS.tv. Well, grab your Lederhosen and Stein. It's Strassenfest time. The Jasper Strassenfest officially started today with opening ceremonies and will continue through the weekend. Kim Lotus, Strassenfest chairwoman, gives us insight into what the Strassenfest means to the community.
I love the Strassenfest because I think it's the collaboration. It's truly a community event. So you see all the decorations in town, but from the Strassenfest community's viewpoint, we've got volunteers working with nonprofit groups, the city, the county, our business sponsors. So truly to watch the whole community come together and put this event together is just phenomenal.
The Jasper Strassenfest is centered around the courthouse. However, many activities will also occur at select locations in Jasper, such as the Schrader Complex, Riverwalk, JC Park, and others. The Strassenfest wraps up Sunday afternoon with a parade starting at 1 p.m. 18 WJTS TV hosted Strassenfest live this morning and will air programming starting next week featuring the pageants, talent spiel, and parade. And speaking of fest, Tell City's annual Swiss Festival is starting next week. Now in its 42nd year, the Tell City's Schweitzer Fest is set to be a full week of fun for all of Perry County as a way to honor the early settlers of Tell City. Starting this Sunday and lasting until next Saturday, Tell City will experience a full week of events from dawn until dusk every day. The Schweitzer Fest will host pageants, baseball games, talent shows, golf scrambles, bands, road runs, and so much more. Holland & Realty will be recognized as the Schweitzer Fest Business of the Year in a special ceremony. Under the guidance of Schweitzer Fest Incorporated, the Schweitzer Fest has become a well-known community-wide celebration offering free entertainment and activities for people of all ages. It is now one of Indiana's longest-running community festivals. And like all festivals like the Schweitzer Fest, the Herbstfest, the Strassenfest, the Heimat Fest in the area, the cooperative efforts of many civic groups, clubs, organizations, and business make fests a success. To learn more about the Tell City Schweitzer Fest, go to tellcityschweitzerfest.com. When entering the foster care system, kids usually don't bring anything with them except for the clothes they're wearing. And a group of students from the DuBois County Leadership Academy wants to change that. In order to graduate from the academy, students have to complete a capstone project. One team decided to do something about the foster care system here in DuBois County. Amanda O'Brien is one of the team members and explains how the idea for the project came to light.
So as a group, we kind of polled our family, friends, co-workers, what do you feel like the community needs? One of the girls, her name's Rachel, she actually was talking to a family member who knew somebody who was in the foster program, who was a foster parent, and they felt that this was a need in our community. A lot of kids go into foster homes without any type of basic essentials, basically the clothes on their back, if they're lucky, a trash bag of things. So it just kind of clicked. We reached out to DCS after that and felt that, or asked them, kind of fielded the questions, is this a need? They jumped on board, and they're one of our biggest supporters, and they're going to be taking the project after we graduate to continue this program down the road.
They call their project Foster Packs, with Packs spelled P-A-K-S. Another team member, Ryan Kelly, spoke with us and explains how they came up with the name.
Well, we were trying to think of different ideas on, what can we name this? The basic idea was that we wanted something that people understood what it was exactly for. So we just threw out different ideas, and the foster packs, it's P-A-K-S and not P-A-C-K-S, because we were thinking of like the kangaroo packs as like a mother. A mother has a pack and the baby kangaroos, and then that's why it's not a misspelling, it was intention.
Both O'Brien and Kelly say their Foster Packs program wouldn't be possible without some extra hands, so they decided to team up with the Department of Child Services. O'Brien explains more about this partnership.
It just kind of clicked. We reached out to DCS after that and felt that, or asked them, kind of fielded the questions, is this a need? They jumped on board, and they're one of our biggest supporters, and they're going to be taking the project after we graduate to continue this program down the road.
Each of these packs are filled with essentials. O'Brien explains what this entails.
The packs are going to be essentials, so shampoo, conditioner, body wash, a pair of pajamas, books or coloring books, an activity for the kids, a blanket, maybe a toy, bottles, pacifiers, diapers, pull-ups. There's several items that we feel would get the child through the first 24, 48 hours.
And these packs not only help the kids, it can also help the foster parents when the child arrives. Kelly gives more details about this.
Foster parents actually don't get a stipend right away when they get the kid. They don't get a check with it, right? And sometimes when they get the kid, it's maybe 1 a.m. in the morning. So the idea of the foster packs is for them to be able to have a bag that right away, if they have like a newborn baby, well, they already have the diapers within that bag. They don't have to go all the way to maybe Walmart or DG if they're open, that kind of thing.
The project provides a large impact even for the team members. Kelly explains how he felt throughout the project process.
It's almost amazing because I put this flyer up at work, and then within a couple of days, multiple people came to my cube and said, hey, I know someone that's a foster parent, or I know someone that was a foster child. And it's amazing. I'm actually originally from Indianapolis area, and I moved down here, I met my wife, and she and I moved down here. And it's amazing just to see this community come together for just a cause and to, one, raise awareness of foster parenting. Not all of us can be foster parents, so this is one way for you to help out these foster kids and the foster parents.
The project impacts O'Brien in slightly a different way.
I'm also, I am a volunteer for CASA. So I see it firsthand what these kids go through. It's a great cause, or a volunteer system that's set up in our community, and it's one of the strongest CASA programs. We have a great leader, Dina, who is a huge advocate, and she's actually been, just CASA in general has been very excited about this as well, just because of what it will give kids. It'll give them something to call their own. It'll give them, a backpack that is officially theirs. The stuff inside they can keep, especially for the older ones. Another set of clothes, another set of, a set of pajamas, and just basically something that will give them comfort. And I think give them a sense of identity, give them, hey, this is mine. This is something I get to keep.
Their goal is to pack 100 of these foster packs for children entering the state's foster care system before graduation on August 8th. Right now, they're in the process of taking donation, and items are still needed. These items include diapers, feminine hygiene products, pajamas ranging from 0 to 8+, reading books, shampoo, toothpaste, and toothbrushes. If you want to help, donations can be dropped off at the public libraries located in Ferdinand, Huntingburg, and Jasper, as well as the Family Dollar in Huntingburg or St. Mary's Catholic Church. The Indiana General Assembly passed a new law this year that is now in effect, Senate Enrolled Act 363, requiring a hunting guide license for those that provide hunting guide services for money or other goods or services. That's barter or trade. The license costs $100 a year. The application for the license and monthly report form can be found online. While hunting guides, also called outfitters, have not been licensed by the Indiana DNR in the past, fishing guides have been licensed for a number of years. The Indiana General Assembly also modified language for penalties that it pertains to guides. Violations include knowingly or intentionally guiding an individual onto private property to hunt without consent of the landowner. The laws can also be found online. And now stay tuned. Weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS.